discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, this video is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering you a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial membership. All you need to do is go to audibletrial.com/BG The link is in the description below, and now enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today we are doing a no run-through review for Everdell, the Pearlbrook expansion. One of my latest Kickstarters, and one I was not expecting to actually get with Everdell. I wasn't even really expecting to like Everdell as much as we did, but it was such a phenomenal game, and this expansion kind of sucks. No, I'm kidding.
I would like to burn it immediately.
I actually hate it. No, this is actually a really good expansion. Like, it does what most expansions need to do. It
fix
does,
the game.
Yeah, fix the game. No, it doesn't add too much. Like, whenever... So, in Everdell, like, if you don't know, you are trying to build your city to the best of your ability. It's a worker placement game. You're trying to get resources to play cards from your hand or from the board. And it's... and then you're trying to be as efficient as possible, like a worker placement. Mm-hmm. The cool thing about Everdell is that when you're playing cards, like, you're going to feel like you're not doing enough, but then a lot of constructions allow you to either play cards for cheaper, or they can have critters that can be played for free, so you kind of dictate how fast your turns go with your own workers. Like, there are times where in the run-through, I've done a run-through for Everdell, and we've done a discussion for Everdell as well, so you can go check that out, but in that same run-through, it was like, there were times where people had already finished, but then like the rest of us were still going because we were efficiently using workers, or we were going a different route, which ended up working. What Pearlbrook adds is another side of the board with water creatures, like amphibious creatures, and locations that you can go. And you have an ambassador that you can send, that he's the only one that can go to these locations, and basically utilize those. And it also adds more cards to the regular deck and just adds more variety to it. What do you think of the expansion?
Yeah, I like it. It really didn't add too much, because I know sometimes it's just like, I can't, like, I don't want this to be in the game. Like,
yeah,
it's better off without it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the cutest thing always.
Right.
And the expansion is even cuter. The animals that they decided to add in are adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. It was right on my leg. I really enjoyed it. Like, it felt like part of the game. Like, if you brought this to someone and we played it like normal, I wouldn't have known that this was an expansion. It didn't feel out of place.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh god, there's also that thing.
Yeah.
No, it added just enough, and it in my opinion, it actually added more depth to the game, because now you have an extra spot that a specific worker can go to, and now you have something that you can also do, because these locations require you to sometimes spend points and like some resources to gain pearls. Mm-hmm. And that's the big new resources, is pearls. And they're also really pretty. Production value for this game is through the roof.
Beautiful.
Like, and they were smart. They made it flat on the bottom, so they weren't rolling all over the place like some of their other resources do.
Which they know what's up, Dave.
Right, and then, so the pearls are either worth 2 points at the end of the game, but they're also used for, because in the expansion you have to change up they're called wonders. Mm-hmm. But you now need pearls and resources and cards to be able to get them, but they're worth so much more points. Like, I think by the end of our game that we just played, like, I literally only won because I got 25.
Yeah.
Like, I at the very last round, I had 3 of everything. I was able to discard it to get 25 points. And they rank up from 10, 15, 20 to 25. And it's really neat, because, one, they're kind of 3D models that look really cool. And it's just another thing you can aim for. And then there are a bunch of cards that utilize the pearls, where it's like one of mine was a bridge, which increases my hand size for every pearl I have, and I also draw 2 cards every time I gain a pearl. And what's really cool is you don't have just these locations. You can go to another spot, which is a shared spot, pay 2 resources, and discard 2 cards to gain a pearl. So, in this kind of game, because the deck of cards is just so much, and there are a lot of cards that utilize specific, like the husband, for example. It's like, hey, if you have a farm, then you get this extra bonus. So you can kind of be screwed just by the draw pile. So having cards like that are like, hey, you gain a pearl, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Like, basically, deck manipulation is really, really good.
Stop.
Other than that, like it doesn't change the game really at all. It just changes like the events that you can go to and just adds more variety. Like, stop.
I was trying to distract.
And it just adds some more stuff to do. And I think for a game like Everdell, if they had added too much, it would have broken the game. Because it's like, oh, well, this card is now either too OP, or now these combinations don't work. But no, it makes the board even bigger, which is really pretty. Like now, instead of the forest, you're off to the bank inside the lake or ocean. It's the lake. Adds more workers. I don't think it increases the amount that can play. I think it's still 4 players, but now you just have different options of like your little workers. So I have the platypi and then the what was it, axolotl?
I don't know how to say it.
I think it was like axolotl. That's
Quetzalcoatl.
the pink things. Axolotls, otters, and starlings.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just a really good expansion. Now, do I think it's necessary to have? No. Like, I think Everdell is just such a really good game with a lot of variety, already. But if you want more, and you want more strategy, or maybe want more things to do, then this is a really good expansion to get. Dang it, you're so annoying. What did you think of the, what are these called? Adornment. These are called adornment cards.
Oh, yeah, it was great. I used them all the time.
You did use one.
Yeah.
The sea glass amulet.
No, they're fine. They're very helpful. I just always forget about stuff like that. Because I'm like, I'll look at this once and then completely just forget.
Right. Like, what I did was I kind of picked one, but what's really cool is everyone gets 2. Excuse me. Ah, fuck.
Ha.
2 of these. And they can only be used if you spend a pearl. And you get a one-time use from the top, but then at the end of the game, they're worth certain points. So the one that I used in this last game was Key to the City. It gave me 2 resources, and I also draw 1 card for every construction in my city. And then I got a point for every 2 constructions. So they kind of give you a goal to go off of, especially. Like, yours just gave you a net 3 points, but it gave you 3 goods, and you got to draw 2 cards, and also gained a point.
Yeah.
Which is really, really good. So I think they're nice. I think they give everyone a little, leg up, or a little goal where it's like...
helping hand, yeah.
Right. So if you're building your city and then you look at them and you're like, oh, this will actually be really beneficial to use right now. They're nice, and they don't replenish. Like, it's not like you just keep getting... It's not really luck of the draw, where it's like, oh, thank God I happen to get this one. So yeah, like, the Pearlbrook expansion is phenomenal. I think it's really good and just adds more depth to the game. I don't know if they need any more expansions. Like, if I had to guess, they could do like 1 more expansion on the other side, and it's like maybe like the trees or the mountains. So they have the water, they have the land, they have the water. Now they need the air.
The forest or something.
Like the mountains or something like that, and where you have like a.
Well, there's no rocky terrain over there, so that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, so I guess like trees, and like they're up in the trees.
Stuff.
So, but other than that, I really don't think they need to add any more. I think it would just bog down the game if they wanted to. Just keep adding more to it. Can't really think. I'm honestly surprised at how little this expansion brought.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but I do realize, because there's more variety of locations and creatures and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, do you really have anything else?
No.
Yeah, I mean, they have these open and closed signs that are just an optional thing, that if you have an open sign, you can actually just have it there and be like, hey, just so everyone knows. Because, I mean, when you're playing on a big table, like, you obviously can't see if someone has like an available location that you can go to. So I actually think these are a nice touch, where it's like you just have those and people know. And then once someone goes there, because if you use someone else's open thing, they get a point, but you get to use it. So whenever it goes there, you can just flip it and be like, it's closed now.
Hello there, nice try.
Right. So it's just aesthetically nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't need to rate Everdell. We've already rated it in our discussion. But what would you rate the Pearlbrook expansion?
As an expansion, I've literally got no complaints, and I'm going to give it a 10 as an expansion.
Really?
It works so seamlessly, in my opinion. Like, flawless.
Could have sworn they had the
flawless right on the side.
axolotls on here. But I guess they don't.
Just in the rule book.
yeah,
They're real cute, you know, we can get one.
No.
We can get a whole fleet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give it, like, a 10.
Well,
like,
how stupid are you?
Pretty stupid.
For one.
I think I'm going to give it... I think I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah, an 8 feels right. Because like I said, like it's not mind-blowing.
Is it because all the miniatures for the new ones look like dinosaurs?
They do kind of look like dinosaurs, but I always thought these little worker replacement like minis were like really cute. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a really good expansion, and I think an 8 is a good rating. But like I said, it doesn't add so much to it, but it does a really good job as an expansion.
I enjoyed that it didn't add so much.
That's true, exactly. So, you know what, 8.5
There you go.
8.5, but
I'll convince you to get to a 9.
And then, like, it doesn't change so much with, like, the actual cards, because they still have to come out, but, like, some of them are really nice. Like, the ones I got was a bridge, which dealt with pearls. Because you would almost think, like, an expansion that comes in would actually utilize more of the base game to make... Because, like, this, that's the thing, is you also can never have to touch this.
Yeah. The
entire game. So... And if you like that, if you like a game that's just like that, now you just have more options to go and more strategy, and that's great, and that's definitely what I look for as well. So it's like, well, okay, well this is here, just in case you want to go that route. Like if you want to get pearls, which can be used for this and this, and that's what I did, especially because I wanted to definitely utilize the expansion and be like, but yeah, you don't have to touch that at all. But some of the cards that are coming out might force you to, like the fairy ferret. If you have at least two pearls, gain 2 points. So that could be really good if you get him early on, because then you can net 6 points from him on top of the pearls. But they're kind of difficult to get. So yeah, it's a really good expansion. 8.5, and you're giving it a 10. Yeah. Awesome. Do you have anything else?
No, I clearly loved it.
Awesome. So that's our thoughts on Everdell's Pearlbrook expansion. Let us know what you think of Everdell or its expansion in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this, and if you like this video, then click the subscribe button below to enjoy any video that I put out. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that so you get notified of whenever I actually upload these videos. If you want to support the channel, you can definitely visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.